how the martial artist finds his destiny. Hi, welcome back, Grasshopper. Thank you to all of my subscribers, my new subscribers. Welcome. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Now, how the martial artist, the modern day warrior, finds his destiny, his purpose. I will always speak on this because at this age, in my life, this was the hardest thing for me. All right. I just turned 34 the other day, depending on when you're watching this, but I'm 34 right now, presently. And once I started to call myself a martial artist, everything kind of got put into perspective. Now, you always asking questions, Ches, what workout routine do I do? How do I do this? How do I lose weight? I I'm trying to get into mixed martial arts. I don't have a gym. You have all these questions about where to go. Basically, I look at it as the hero's journey, the martial artist trying to find his destiny. The only way I was able to find myself, put these videos out, speak the way that I speak, was through preparation. Excuse me, my son is over there hanging out with daddy today. So if you hear him, don't mind it. Now, as a martial artist, the way you find your destiny, the way you meet your destiny, your vision, your heart's desire, is through preparation. As a martial artist, this is all that you're doing. All day, every day. Training is preparation. Meditation is preparation. Fixing your diet is preparation. I can speak and my son can be singing like this because I prepared for it every day in my mind through meditation, just trying to give this knowledge out that I hold deep in my heart. All right. Does it bother me? No. Like I said, I'm prepared for it. Now, the only way I figured this out, for a lot of you who have seen, I've taken up Chinese lion dancing. The guy that pulled me in, I'm so grateful for him. He really put a new perspective on my life. And as I created in one of the posts that I wrote, a lot of you know, like at a point in time of my life, yes, I was a little overweight. Dude, I broke down. I cried in my daughter's room for like 3 hours. I was so lost with my life. And I knew that I needed some type of badass motherfucker who could fight but yet was positive. And his only goal was to help others become their best. And that's all I could see. So that's what I became. Day by day, I prepared myself. And then there was a point where everything was kind of solid. My girlfriend and my girlfriend and my family, we lived in a kind of rough place. And my mind was just all over the place. And all I could do was take each day to prepare, better my diet. Watch out, son. There's a cord over there. Come around. Come around. Come around the table. All I could do was prepare each day, get better on my diet, get better on my workouts, get better with speaking, sit in meditation, and just try to collect my thoughts so I can share it with you guys. This is when my TikTok was booming, but I knew there was more. So I started to switch over to YouTube. The YouTube was slowly growing. And at that point, physically, I kind of lost all the weight. I was exactly where I wanted to be physically, mentally, spiritually. It's just my surroundings didn't really reflect what I was preparing for. And at that time, I knew everything was coming. Me and my girlfriend were in a better place. Even though it was chaotic around us, deep in our hearts, we were ready for the abundance we were preparing for. And my daughter was going to line dancing. It's been like 3 months. I was just the dad that stood on the side, watched my daughter, give her pointers, give her water. And my teacher, he saw me for like 3 months before he even pulled me in. And like I said, the day he asked me to jump in a class, in my heart, I felt I couldn't get any better. I was doing 5 to 600 kicks a day, 5 to 600 crunches every morning. I was running like crazy. I was filming like crazy. I was training like crazy. For me, I felt I was at the peak. And I knew there was a next step physically, mentally, spiritually. I just couldn't see it. But I trusted in what I was doing because it was making me a better person. So I just kept preparing. And one day, my daughter's line dance teacher, he asked, "Hey, you want to jump in?" Mind you, I was extremely hesitant. I was on the side. I was answering questions on my phone. I was answering some YouTube comments. And then he just came up to me. He's a kind of bigger guy, so like when he stood over me, it was like a presence. And he was like, "Hey, you want to jump in?" Really soft spoken. And I kind of was like, I literally did that. I was like, He's like, "Come on." And I didn't have shoes. I had like these slip-ons. And for some reason in my heart, it just told me to go. Like mind you, I've watched and I stood on the side for 3 months. I was always intrigued by it. I was always interested by it. But in my heart, like I said, I was only focused on the YouTube, growing my YouTube. So I was just like, I'm just a fan and a dad. I'm not gonna jump in. This is my daughter's thing. And I jumped in and dude, my life just changed. I picked up on these moves extremely quick. And it was only because I was prepared for it. Now, like I said, I thought I was at the height of my physicality. Like I was doing 500 kicks. Dude, I was training hard. I thought I was at the peak physically, also at the peak mentally and spiritually, but I wasn't. My Chinese line dance teacher opened up a doorway to what I needed to see. Like I said in the beginning of this video, there was a point in time where I cried in my daughter's room, dude. I was just so lost in my head and my heart. And I needed an example of what a bad dude was, a beast. But he was also loving and caring and understanding and compassionate. I needed an outside reflection of it. I didn't have it at that time, so I had to become that guy. And that's what I became for a lot of you on this YouTube platform. And once I was at this peak where I thought I couldn't go no more, my line dance teacher showed me the next couple steps. Not only did he just drill it in me, he trains hard. He was training us hard. I call us the Hammer Squad. Some guys think like, oh, I'm calling myself a hammer. No, I say the Hammer Squad because me and the two kids that I train with, we were getting hammered by our teacher. He would hammer us in practice after practice. So that's why we're the Hammer Squad, because we got hammered. Um, Not only was his philosophy on training the same as mine, just drilling basics over and over and over. When you're tired, you just keep going, go and go and go. When we went out to performances, people come up to him. He's like in his zone mentally, just like whipping this lion head. But when somebody comes up to him, he bows his head. He's really nice. He shakes their hand. Oh yeah, he's very soft spoken, very respectful. And I needed to see that. I'm thinking I'm the only dude out here who is capable of the violence that I'm capable of, but still just being nice to others. And when I see him and how he's so like aggressive and powerful, but when someone comes up to him, he's compassionate. He listens. He doesn't just sit to listen to talk. No, he listens. He does his best to answer questions, to help the person, not to puff himself up. And it's a very rare thing. So for you to bring this full circle, the way the martial artist prepares. Oh, I just gave you the answer. How he meets his destiny is preparation. Within this life, as a man, you got to have a vision. Don't try to get too detailed on the vision. Just try to place it here. I want to live in this house. I kind of want to have this career. I want to have this body. I want to make this kind of money. But at the same time, leave some leeway for the universe to put some things into place. There was things missing in my life. Me and my girlfriend, she's my best friend. My kids, they're my best friend. I have a big heart for them, and that's my life, dude. I have all this knowledge. I just had to spread it on YouTube, and I see the effect it has. Now I see how it is person to person in real life, because I take my energy and I pass it on to the kids in the line dance club that I'm in now. So I get to see the fruits of my labor firsthand. This positive way that I speak, I suffered for it. I had to suffer. There's many times I wanted to just break down and just go another route, an easier route. There got to be an easier way to be a better man. But my heart just kept telling me, like, just stick to this martial arts route. Keep being positive. Keep just putting positivity out there. My Instagram only had like 100 people on there. And I was just giving up. I was like, dude, on TikTok, I mean, my TikTok was growing, but the hate was just flowing in. And I was just like, dude, like, I worked too hard to get ripped like this, do all of these nice moves, and yet people still shit on me. They still give out hate. I was breaking. I was breaking. But my heart still told me, just keep to it. Keep bettering yourself through preparation, and you'll be rewarded. So that's how the martial artist meets his destiny every day. Every day. There's just preparation. When you wake up, just have a list of everything that you need to do. It doesn't have to be grand. Just get a little better on your diet. Get a little better on your exercising. Get a little better with reading positive things. Get a little better on making your bed, all right? This part, okay? This is the deeper side of everything. I researched a lot of like ancient warriors, kung fu, even you go to the Vikings, Valhalla, Christianity. All of these religions, all of these cultures had some type of heaven, okay? In all of these cultures, their heaven had one law. And I learned this firmly from the Bible. As humans, we kind of break this law. If you want prosperity, if you want clarity of mind, you want happiness, you got to obey this one law, and it's order. As a martial artist, that's his job. A martial artist, back in the days, a warrior, would train and prepare to protect the dynasty, to protect the regime, to bring peace to his tribe. What is peace? Order. So in your life, all you're doing with this preparation is bringing order to your life. Okay? Like I said, I'll give you the deeper one. What's the in the Bible? They talk about the Garden of Eden. What's the difference between a forest and a garden? Order. A garden is very orderly. There is a gardener who puts things in place. So as a martial artist, if you feel lost, like you want to get into the cage, into the ring, but you don't have a martial arts school, you don't have money, you don't have this, just get your life in order. That's all. All of these religions, Buddha, uh, what's the Vikings, Kung Fu martial artists, Jesus Christ, all they ever asked you was order. Just put your life in order. And this bigger unified spirit is going to push things into your life when you're ready for it. Okay? And that's how you meet your destiny. You want to become your best self, dude. It's just getting your life in order and just constantly preparing. Constantly preparing. And you got to be prepared for the good. Don't act out of fear. Oh, I got to do this because I don't want this to happen. Dude, just prepare for the good. Okay? And as you're preparing for your grand vision, all the life lessons that you need, all the things that you need to heal within your heart, it's going to be presented to you. But because you're orderly and you've been preparing for it, you're going to meet the challenge and you're going to overcome it with grace. So, again, to wrap this up, you, martial artist, modern day warrior, take each day to prepare. Prepare, prepare, prepare. Three things: training, service, kindness. For those who've been here from the beginning, that's the philosophy I run it by. Train every day. Everything is training. Reading, meditation, getting your diet better, um, just being nicer to people. That's training. That's all a warrior does, is just train. Service. Everything you do, do it to the best of your ability, and Just be as positive as possible. Everything that you're doing to build yourself up is for you to give it away. In hindsight, that's what it is. All this abs you see me have, these muscles, all this training that I do, it's not for me. It's for you. So I can give these messages to you. Okay? So service. This is where I got lost, okay? If you always do for you, you will always be confused and you will always be consuming. What is the next thing I can do? What is the next thing I can buy? Buy, buy, buy. Take, take, take. And this is where I got lost because all I was doing was for me. I can make videos like this all day because now all I'm thinking about is how I can help you and cure your mental anguish, all right? So, service, kindness, the third one. Just always do your best to be kind. You don't know what anybody is going through, and you don't know when someone might lend you a helping hand. Like I said, with my Chinese line dance teacher, he was extremely kind to me, and I really appreciate him for that. With these videos, I try to be as kind as possible because, like I said, I know what you're going through, bro, and it sucks to be lost, but that's part of the journey. That's part of the warrior's life to be lost, but to constantly have faith in this bigger spirit, God, whatever, and to just constantly prepare, right? Training, service, kindness, the martial artist, he's always preparing, and that's what it is. Until next time, train hard and always, always remember be kind. Hey!